Movie review: Who to Marry. Written, directed, and produced by Mary Lazarus, also starring as Lena. This comedy drama titled Who to Marry the film is currently available for streaming on the producer's YouTube channel with same name. Synopsis: Lena Mary Lazarus, desperate to find a man to marry, seeks advice from her neighbor Jalomi Rex Nosa. Subsequently, Lena is then placed under a series of spiritual exercises by two different clergymen simultaneously. The result of this sees chaos, confusion, and a seemingly wild goose chase as Lena appears to have bitten more than she can chew. My take straight up, after Bimbo Ademoy's ruse of 2024. Yukenam Bonabos 3's A Match and its Jumbos After 25 released this year. This is another good comedy that I've enjoyed in recent times. It's hilarious with very funny lines and sharp-witted sequencing. The background sound provides the right ambience as it sets a befitting pace for the genre as well as mood for a relaxing and interesting watch. The cast ensemble is different here with a refreshing mix. Cinematography is impressive. Performance is great as the delivery and role interpretation from nearly all the actors is compelling. Rex Nosa was very much in his element in this movie, effortlessly dishing out lines that would make you chuckle, giggle, or even have a burst of laughter. Mary Lazarus did her thing too. Oh, she's beautiful and incredible. My best act in this movie is Kala Ikigwu, who took his role so much so that it appears he's a pastor for real. I don't think Femi Branch was suited for that role as Rev Oloy. Pretty much like a miscasting, to be brutally honest, but oh well. He did his best. No offense, story plot. While the story isn't new, as we've seen movies along this storyline a gazillion times over now. The style of storytelling via comedy, however, makes it thoroughly enjoyable. No dull moments. No dragged scenes. Good and interesting dialogues. Be that as it may, the plot leaves some questions in the mind of a viewer like myself from observations that are too obvious to ignore. 1. Characters. Some characters seem to have been forgotten. We don't know what became of Lina's brother and his wife Anita, played by Blessing Obasi and Ze. Did he eventually get back together with her? We don't know. Blessing played a cameo role here. More of her screen time would have added more depth to the film and would have made the movie more fun, as her character was a strong one. She had more to give. Furthermore, we're made to understand that Lina's younger brother didn't approve of his friend as one of the suitors for his sister, claiming that his ways are dubious. Now, we didn't get to see if his reputation was truly questionable or not. The movie only somehow favored the taxi driver, which then made it easier to guess too. Lines. There are missed lines. Once when Rex Nosa Jalomi refers to Lena Mary Lazarus as Lillian precisely at time frame 9:43 in the beginning of the movie. Another missed line is from Mary herself, Lena, in the second act of the movie when she tells her brother, "Get ready, let's go," when we know she was asking him to leave her house. 3. The X we saw in the third act of the movie didn't add up. The actor who played that role also performed poorly. In fact, that part wasn't necessary. I get it that it probably must have been a tool for a plot twist, but it didn't exactly blend well into the story, in my opinion. 4. Why was Lena that desperate for a man? Was it pressure from her parents, from friends, as a result of age, terminal illness, or as part of a bucket list? We really didn't have that much information into her personal life. We only just saw a young lady running from pillar to post like a headless chicken in search of a husband, like her life depended on it. Well, maybe I missed that detail though. 5. Did Lena not have female friends she could actually really confide in or go to for advice? Why did she have to go to a male neighbor, Jalomi, who by the way was running from his own shadow? Now, this is not me being sexist. That aspect of the plot just wasn't as believable. Outcome and lessons to learn. Although the movie sets out on the plane of comedy, it didn't miss out on passing very salient messages whilst highlighting some core beliefs. As desperate as Lena was to find a man, she knew what she wanted and held onto it firmly. She didn't settle for less nor allow her desperation becloud her sense of self-worth. With the rate of divorce flying here and there in our modern-day society, practicality should be placed over fantasies. Lena listed out what she expects of her man. Maybe somewhat over the top, she rides on feminism, as subtly highlighted here. Lena had her principles, which she continued to hold onto whilst being ready to settle down. In the course of searching for what you want, you may be chasing away or losing what you need. Discernment is key. Conclusion: irrespective of the lapses or loopholes, questions, or observations pointed out here, one thing remains, and that is the fact that this movie is entertaining. The transitions and editing are seamless. We could very well say it's a film for a perfect YouTube and chill weekend, my opinion. This could pass for a Netflix or Prime Video movie actually. It wasn't predictable. Although it could have been a lot more than it turned out to be, regardless, it was fun to watch. Absolutely loved the sense of humor. Oh, least I forget, this movie can be enjoyed by the entire family as its use of language is kids-friendly. Rating will be 5/10 for me. Have you seen this? What did you think? Out of a total of 5 stars, you can also give the number of stars you find befitting for this movie if you've watched it. Very many thanks again.